Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought it would be a lot of fun to do another What's in the Box video. So this will be our second What's in the Box video. And yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it the first time, so I thought we would do it again. If you haven't seen the first one, I will be sure to link it down below and at the end of this video as well, so you guys can check it out. But basically, behind me is my makeup collection, and rather than taking makeup that I haven't used yet and putting it in the collection and it getting scrambled in with stuff that I've already used, I like to put it in a separate container and save it for me to test out at a different time. So here is the makeup. It used to be in a box, which is where that name What's in the Box comes from. But when we moved, I switched it on over to one of the Alley bags. It just kind of worked out a little bit better. So this is our box now, I guess. And it's just full of makeup that I have not used yet. Some of the products may have been swatched, but never actually fully used. So most of this makeup either comes from our brand new face videos. If I bought two different sets, like say I got two different blush shades, if I didn't use one of them, the other one went in here, or, you know, lip products or anything like that. But majority of these products come from makeup subscriptions, so monthly subscriptions like Boxy Charm, Ipsy, and Glam Bag. Is that what it's called? I'll make sure to put the subscriptions down below if you guys are interested in them. And so, yeah, if I have not yet to use them, I set them aside in a box and try to find time aside to use them. There is one product in here that I did purchase that I'm hoping to use, and I will introduce that here in a little bit once as we get started. So yeah, I have not figured out what we want to do yet, so I'm going to open this up. And of course, we don't have every product in here. Like, I don't think we have a foundation. I don't think there's a concealer either. So for the products that we don't have, of course, we will reach back into the collection behind us here to complete the makeup look. But most of the products we will be grabbing from this box here. And so let's take a look at the eyeshadows here first and just kind of see what we want to do. So there's one particular eyeshadow in here that I definitely want to use, and it is this Natasha Denona palette here. We're starting to get to the end of spring, and this definitely is a more spring palette, I would say. So I want to try to get some use out of it here before we hop into fall. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one today. Oh, and we do have a concealer. Okay. So the concealer that we also have in here is this is the Complex Cultures Let Up Concealer. So we will use this concealer here today. All right, so I am going to grab that Complex Cultures concealer, open it up here. It's got such an interesting applicator. That is so small and so interesting. It almost looks like a lip applicator, but alrighty, let's go ahead and put this on our eyes. Then I'm just going to use my Beauty Creations blender. We will blend this out. Alright, we've got that concealer laid down. Let's go ahead and hop into this palette here now. We'll try to use all the colors. I mean, why not? It's got 5 shades in here. We might be able to figure something out here. I'm going to grab the ColourPop E17 brush, and we're going to start by dipping into this furthest shade back here, which I'm going to guess is Vintage Taupe, and apply this as our crease and transition shade. Now this is the second Natasha Denona mini palette that I've owned. I also have their, I'll grab it here real quick. I have their Peak eyeshadow, and I've used this one a couple of times, and as a lot of makeup people may already know, Natasha Denona palettes are so nice. I don't have any of her larger ones. I actually really like having just these smaller ones. I think that if I had her larger ones, there'd be so many shades, I wouldn't even know what to do. So I think having these smaller ones is very, very nice. And it's very exciting now to have possibly 2 of them here in my collection. Very, very exciting. But yeah, her shadows have always, from the one palette that I've had and just from other influencers and stuff, people have always talked about how well her shadows just blend out, and so I don't expect anything different from this one. All right, let's go ahead and just use that same brush here. I'm going to dip into this pink shade here now. This one is called Intense. Okay. And I'm going to also start kind of laying that in the crease area, but I think starting to build some of that pink up near the end. Yeah, these are blending together so nicely. I'm probably doing a fairly sloppy job with this, but honestly, these shadows just work so well. The look is definitely not going to match my more burgundy colored shirt that I'm wearing today, but that's okay. We won't worry about that right now. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to put both this yellow and blue up on the top, or if I want to just maybe do the yellow up on the top and have like a bright blue underneath. Let's do a blue, let's do just the yellow on top. So I'm going to first try putting this down with a brush here. So I'm going to grab a ColourPop E3 brush and dip into the yellow shade here called Limoncello, and pack that on and apply this on the majority of the rest of the eyelid. Ooh, very pretty. Definitely a little bit more of a sheer one. I might try taking a setting spray, seeing if we can make this a little bit more intense. It is very pretty. Okay, so I'm going to try on the other eye here. Just for comparison, I'm going to wet down a brush. I'm just going to use the Makeup Obsessions Dewy Fix setting spray. And first, spray the brush. Then pack on the product and see what difference that makes. So it definitely packs on a little more, or a little better with a setting spray, but honestly not by like a super punchy difference. It's just maybe a little less sheer, but I will go ahead and get the other side to kind of match with this side here now. But it is definitely a little bit more of a sheer topper, I would say, but still very, very pretty. I love the different flecks that are going on in here with this shade. All right, and then I will just grab that ColourPop E17 brush here again and just kind of pack on a little bit more of that pink at the end. And then I'm going to clean off that ColourPop E3 brush here real quick. I'm not too worried about getting all of it off here, but I just want to use the more flat brush. And then we also have this dark shade in here, I believe is called Enigma. And I want to use this just against the lash line. We do have an eyeliner that we're going to use here as well, but in trying to use all of the colors here in the palette, I thought it'd be kind of nice to run this close to the lash line and create a little bit of a blue smoky liner with it maybe. That has beautiful pigment. Oh my goodness. That is pretty. Ooh, ooh, I like that a lot. That applied so well. That was just one dip in. And so far for the one eye, I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and do the other eye here. Try to make it look somewhat similar. All right, I'm gonna quickly take a wipe here and try to clean up the edges a little bit. Some of that blue definitely transferred a little low. Okay, there are these shadows so far. That blue is really pretty. I was very impressed with this blue here. That went on really, really well. I wanted to use a liquid liner from the box here as well, but I don't want to take away from this liner that we've got going on. There is a pencil liner in here that maybe, let's do a tight line. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. So We've got the, what is this? This is the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Pencil. It's in their shade 1 Graphite. And I don't use a lot of like pencil liners anymore. Definitely use a lot more like liquid liners instead, but let's go ahead and use this today. So opening it up here, I'm gonna go ahead and try and tightline against the upper waterline here, and then we'll probably grab it a little bit. We'll grab it later on as well and try to just do a little bit of the lower waterline as well. So I'm not sure how much that'll show up here in camera. So far I've just tightlined on the upper one here. This glided on so well and so quick. Again, I don't do this very often, but it's just like, you just touch and it goes boop, and it's on. And it's not really, a little bit of transfers already going onto the bottom, but so far I'm not worried about that. That is applied, that applied really quick. I was saying that it didn't seem to be doing a lot of transferring to the lower lash, but in applying this eye, it definitely was a little trickier and it was making my nose tickle. And then I ended up sneezing and it did end up doing some transfer to the lower lash line, but I'm not too worried about that right now because I do plan to do a little bit of tight lining as well on the lower lash with that as well. But that is looking really good. I'm going to grab a mascara. We don't have a mascara here in the box, so I will grab something from the collection behind me. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Nabla mascara. Now, I believe I've tried it out once. I don't think it was on camera, but I really don't remember what I think of it. So let's go ahead and apply this. Okay, that mascara is applied. The eyes are looking to come together here a little bit. I know that this product wasn't necessarily in the box, but it is a newerish product to me, being that I think I've only really used it once. So I did want to point out here that it is a little bit flaky on the eyes, so I'm gonna have to wipe that away. It definitely is a lengthening one. I think it might be like a fiber mascara. So the lashes are looking lengthy, and then I applied a second coat and it definitely builds up really nicely, but I'll have to kind of see how flaky or possibly smudgy it is. But the eyes are looking really nice. Another thing I'm noticing here with that tight lining that we did is that mascara, not that mascara, that eyeliner is running real fast. I thought maybe it was gonna hold in place a little bit longer, and it is starting to build up on the corners of my eye here, which I'm not loving, but that's okay. We can work with that. Let's go ahead and put the face products on here. For primer and foundation, I'm going to grab from the collection behind me. I do have a primer. Just kidding. For primer, we have the YC Collection Let Me First Primer. What does this claim? Does it claim anything? Silicone-free filling primer. Refines the appearance of pores, smooth skin, hydrates and brightens the complexion, maintains a matte appearance while ensuring that the skin stays moisturized. Okay, so pore filling, matte, hydration. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of this on the face. Ooh, it smells good. Okay, I've got that primer applied. First off, that smells really good. It kind of has a sort of fruity smell, but it smells really nice. It claims to be pore filling. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of that initially from applying it. Definitely has kind of a cooling feeling and claims to keep the face hydrated. It does feel really nice here on the face. And then it's supposed to be matte as well. It might be coming off a little matte here off of first application. The one thing I would have maybe wanted to see a little bit more from it is a little bit more pore filling. And I'm not quite seeing that, but I do really like how it feels. They say it's silicone free. Yes, definitely feels silicone free. Does not have that weird slip feeling. So I really like how it feels in the face here, but maybe would have wanted a little bit more pore filling. But maybe after we apply our foundation, that'll start to show a little bit more. So awesome. I'm gonna grab a foundation from back here. I'm gonna go with something that I know that I really like, which is my L'Oreal Infallible foundation. And also, this will be a good time. I had a couple of brushes that I used to have displayed behind me here, and when we moved, I thought it would be a really good opportunity for me to start using those brushes. Because there's a couple in there that are probably good brushes to use. So there is this one Sonia brush here that looks to be like a nice face brush that I think could be fun for foundation. So I'm going to pump a little bit of this on the back of my hand and apply this with a brush. I don't apply foundation with a brush very often. Might as well give it a try. Okay. Not fully loving how that applied with that brush, so I'm going to take my sponge and try to clean up some of the streakiness from it. And then next we will grab that Complex Culture concealer here again. Use this. I think this shade might be a touch yellow than what I'm used to. I don't think it's crazy off. All right, so next we are going to set the face here. Again, I don't have a setting powder, so I will grab something from my collection here real quick to set the face. And I think to set the face, I want to get a little bit more use out of this Poudre setting powder. Let's open this guy up. Let's go ahead and just do a little bit of a bake moment. Why not? We don't do that very often. I'm gonna bake a little bit of this under the eye. I'm kind of run along the jawline here too. The face is set here, so next let's finish up the eyes here real quick. So we're gonna grab that Natasha Denona palette here again, and we are gonna dip into this lightest blue shade here called Mint Forest, and I'm going to clean off that brush here, that more thin ColourPop E3 brush. I'm okay if there's a little bit of that dark blue on there still, because I'll probably grab a little bit of that still. But I really want to see how intense this shade is. And we will just start running that pretty much all along the lower lash line. Okay, that is very pretty. It's definitely got similar bluey tones to that dark one, so it ties in really nice with that. The yellow and the blue in this palette are definitely a lot more soft and kind of more topper consistency, I would say, but it's still working out really well on the lower lash line here. I am going to dip back into that darkest shade ever so slightly. I don't want to pick up way too much, and just deepen it up a little bit on the outer edge here. Start to blend that kind of into our upper blue liner that we created. And then cleaning that off again. I do want to grab that yellow shade and kind of bring that into the inner corner a little bit and kind of that lower third. Alrighty. And then next what I'm going to do, I'm not even going to dip in. I'm just going to take what's left here on our E17 brush and just pinch that and just ever so slightly kind of run right below everything. And I'm not too worried about it, but I just want to see if we can get a little bit of that pinky brown, those pinks and those browns to transfer. I don't want to overdo it, so I'm not too worried if none of this shows up. And then originally I was thinking I would take that pencil liner and do another like lower waterline, but I feel like it's going to get really smudgy from there. And so I'm not going to use that pencil liner here again. I will just grab the mascara here again, and we will apply that to the lower lashes. Okay, there are the eyes complete. I am really happy with how all of these eyeshadows work together. I think that is a really fun, beautiful look. So let's go ahead and keep on going. The next product is going to be bronzer. Now this is the product that I was mentioning earlier, where this one didn't come from a subscription. This was one that I actually did purchase. And it is the Juvia's Place bronzer. Now I've done a brand new face video for Juvia's Place, but that was before they launched the bronzers, so I wanted to get my hands on it and try it out here. So yeah, we're gonna use this today. It's just bronzed, and I got their lightest shade, and when you open it up here, they give you two options. So something a little bit more warm and deeper down here, I would say, and something just a little bit lighter up top. I want to try to use it properly. I think what I'll end up doing is I'm going to take a more dense brush here. So this is a Sonia wide angle contour brush, and I want to dip into this deeper shade here first and try to do a little bit of sculpting with it. And then taking one of our e.l.f. Ultimate Blending brushes and going into a lighter one and kind of diffusing and bronzing further with this lighter one afterwards. That's my game plan here so far. So let's dip into this deepest shade here and start bronzing. Okay, that bronzer is applied. I definitely think that is a beautiful bronzer. I'm really, really loving it. I'm wondering if I did that backwards. I was using this one as more of the contour because it's a touch deeper and I thought that would be better, but I think it is a warmer tone. So I think I should have used this more cool tone as the shadows more and then put this over for more warmth. But it still is really pretty. It laid down really, really nicely. Might just look maybe just the slightest heavy here in some areas of the cheeks. But I did really like how it performed, and I think it's really, really pretty. So let's go ahead and hop into the blush here now. Now I do have a blush in here. It is one of our Surat blushes. Now I believe when I did the Surat video, I think I had a choice between three blushes, and one of them I know that I have tried off camera and I've gotten rid of, and there is still one in my collection that I've very much been enjoying. But we have this one right here that is called Peau de Peach. So it is a more peachy toned blush, hopefully with our pinky, somewhat summery eye look here. I thought hopefully peach will look really, really nice. So I'm just going to use that same Ultimate Blending brush here that we used with the bronzer as well. I'm going to dip into this and apply this on the cheeks. Okay, that blush applied really nicely. The amount of pigment that it has is really pretty. I feel like you can go in sort of with a heavy hand and it just blends really nicely. That is a really pretty color. Yes. I love that. That is looking really nice. That is a beautiful color. Awesome. Yes. Alrighty, and then next we have highlighter. There is not a highlighter here in the box, so let me grab something from my collection here real quick. Alrighty, for highlighter, I think we are going to use the She Glam highlighter, their metallic glow highlighter in Solo. So I will grab let's use this brush today. This is a Luna Magic brush. It's sort of like a fan brush. And we will dip into the highlighter. Alrighty. And let's see here. I need to do my brows here before I forget. So that's what we're going to do here next. I am just going to quickly set the face, being that we've done most of it here already. And I don't want to move anything around as we do our brows and finish the face off. So I'm just going to use that Makeup Obsession Dewy Fix Spray. So for brows, it also looks like we don't have a product in here for brows. So let me reach back into the collection and see what we're going to use. Okay, I think we're going to try and go quick and simple with the brows. So I grabbed the Soap & Glory Archery 2-in-1 Brow. And if you remember from our Soap & Glory video, this has a thicker brow pencil on the one side, and then it's got a clear brow gel on the other side. So I will go ahead and quickly fill my brows in here. Alrighty, brows are done. I love the brow gel on this Soap & Glory product. It is like glue. Love it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do the lips here now. Let's see. Now I've got a lot of lip products. I've got 3 options here for lip products, and most of them are deep. There is a brighter one here that I'm thinking might look good. We're gonna do it. I need to use these products. We're going to do it. For the lips here, I have 2 lip liners in here, but they don't go with the lip product that I want to use, so we're not going to use those this time around. We'll grab something here from the collection for a lip liner. I don't think I have very many great options for lip liner, but I want to put something down, so I'm going to use my Wet n Wild gel lip liner. Bare to Commit. This has definitely been one of my favorite liners, so hopefully it'll still work out okay with this color. So the lip product that we have from the box is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is a lip gloss. It's Hibiscus Lip Gloss, and it's this very bright, punchy pink color. When I swatched it on my hand here, it definitely looked very pigmented, but being that it's a lip gloss, maybe it'll be a little bit sheer, and hopefully that'll look better than what I'm anticipating this will look like. So I'm going to try to wipe off some of the product here in the bottle and apply this on the lips. Okay, there is that lip gloss applied. Yep, it definitely has quite the pigment for a gloss, but it feels really nice here on the lips. And I think it still kind of helps with this summery, bright look that we've got going on here. So that is very, very exciting. I'm, really liking how that's feeling on the lips here. Let me just take a quick look in here. So yeah, that is going to be this full look using products from the box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There are definitely still more products in here, and I'm always getting more products that I'm adding to this box. So leave a comment down below on what you guys think of this look. I'm loving the products that we used today to create this look. And let me know if you guys would like to see another video like this one. And again, if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And that is going to be everything for this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye!